All right then. Hello everybody and welcome back to RPM Premier Division. We are here for round one in Qatar and the first time in what feels like ages, I am not going to be on my own. I am here with the fake Ferrari driver himself, RPM Inorganic. Hello there, Inorganic.
Hello there. Yes, I am part of the beautiful Alfa Romeo team, not this McLaren wannabe Mercedes team.
Well, strong words from the fake Ferrari himself.
I was going to say we've got some new drivers. New drivers. We've got some driver changes. Most notably, we have learner driver, or Colin, with his trusty sidekick Luke, driving for the Renault Clio team. I mean the Alpine team.
Yep, it's Luke's birthday today, so happy birthday, Luke. You'll be hoping to get a podium today. If learner drives nice, maybe a win. Luke is just leaving the pits now.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's
Colin is the first one out on track. Obviously wants to get some laps in before the Renault engine gives up.
Yeah, you seem to be really nice towards the Alpine today, don't you?
Oh, there was some something about a fake Ferrari mentioned. Yeah. So the Renault Clio team is going to have some grief.
Can't wait to hear what you have to say. As learner driver is now starting his lap, he has a Williams right behind him. That is Giraffe, but he validated on the out lap. He'll be getting a toll from learner driver throughout this lap, which is going to help him.
Yeah, obviously last season learner driver was in the Williams, so they were former teammates. But yeah, the Williams now, we'll see how they go now without Colin and Luke.
They've got Giraffe and Entity, so expect a lot of spins from the Williams.
So you're saying and Williams aren't going to win anything this season? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, it's because of learner driver, you see, that's why. That's what I'm saying.
We've got obviously Davey and Volcano. They're still part of the beautiful Alfa Romeo. What other changes we got? We got Liam is now part of that
beautiful McLaren.
That losing team, McLaren. Lost a lot.
Wow.
How did your race go yesterday, Kieran?
Much better than yours. Learner driver has gone fastest with a 21.4, Giraffe's done a 21.6, 2 tenths behind, and then Entity's done a 21.8, 2 tenths behind his teammate. Spinozzila's gonna cross the line. Well, Stubby was first, he did a 21.7. Spinoza has done a 21.9. They're all coming to cross the line now as somebody crossed the line. Jeff Fish did a 22.1. Lancey's just done a 21.9. And his teammate Lost Glader is up into second place, a tenth behind learner driver. There was a Haas crossing the line.
Yeah, and just a quick note that if people are watching tonight and wondering why the likes of learner driver Higgsy, and all them are racing on a Wednesday and not a Thursday. Is the new format where we've just got the 2 divisions now, and obviously the race on Tuesday is how to do it professionally, and the amateurs race now on the Wednesday.
If you want to see any amateur play, look to who is currently 9th so far in qualifying in the Williams, or you could look at the Alfa Romeos as well. Their mediocre looking car.
Second, that beautiful which has put Learner Driver down to 3rd. So I believe KFC is a new permanent driver. Well, I know he was permanent before, but new driver for Red Bull.
Pretty sure he raced for Red Bull last season as well.
Last season, did he?
Yeah, just didn't race a lot.
He just showed as much attention I was showing last season.
See, Lansby's just invalidated the final corner. I know what that's like. Alfa Romeo McLaren into the pit lane. I don't know about you, but I'm expecting McLaren to do as they usually do and absolutely, lap everyone.
If it's anything like yesterday, they know how to cross the white line.
If it's anything from yesterday, I'm sure there'll be lots of problems in the pit lane.
Yeah, I mean, so how did your race go yesterday, Kieran? With the penalties and the
I want to hear how your race. Limits. I want to hear how your race went first. Tell me how it went.
My race actually yesterday, I was actually quite pleased, and it did give me quite a bit of confidence because obviously there's some faster drivers now
Me.
in the newly formed championship. I did find the start of the race on the hards incredibly difficult going. Then when I went on to the mediums, the car really did come to life, and I thought it was a really quite close. There was a lot of action, a lot of overtaking going on. It was a lot quite closer than what I thought it would be. But yeah, I did make a big rookie mistake when the safety car came out. It was flashing between safety car and virtual safety car. I didn't really know which one it wanted to be. Once it came out as a full safety car, I decided I was going to go into the pits and go on to softs. But my pit thing was saying medium, so I was busy looking at the menus, going on to softs, and I got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. So a bit of a rookie mistake. But apart from that, I think pace-wise, if I hadn't have done that, then I certainly would have been ahead of your McLaren.
Well, it's but he didn't. So what can you do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Next race.
I am motivated.
I'm not holding for.
Next race, I am very motivated. Confident. I'm motivated because after what happened to the last race, which was just the most unfortunate, unlucky thing that could have ever happened. I do think. Well, I was pretty much gonna get a pole if I didn't invalidate at the final corner. My fuel decided to disappear, like during the race. We'll see. I was done at 21.1.
Yeah, I did find that the fuel round here, you do need extra fuel, definitely. I went with quite a bit extra, and I think I just managed to get to the line with just enough fuel.
I was before the safety car came out, I was about 0.7 laps off not making it to the end. And during the safety car, I managed to bring it back into the green, and then still at the end, I had no fuel. It was in low fuel mode, so I was going slowly across the line. So
Yeah,
fuel is definitely going to be a problem.
Fuel and tyre wear. I think the hards are awful on Rain Qatar, so it'd be interesting to see what people's strategies are. Learner driver has started off where he left off from last season, setting a blistering time to go pole. Stebo's put a fast time in, took a second. KFC, O'Brien in third. I'm just going to go on board and see this beautiful Alfa Romeo Volcano. See if we can put get high up on the grid.
And he goes second fastest.
Beautiful.
Alright. Mediocre.
There's only one McLaren. Is that because
the other McLaren is Prince, and he has declined this race.
Ah.
But when he does race, the 1-2s are gonna be insane.
From last place?
No.
Or 1-2 DNFs?
No. 1-2 on the podium, of course.
We have got some people in the chat. We've got Higgsy saying evening, gents. Evening, Higgsy. Still in the Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. I think if you have too many Red Bulls, I think you can get diabetes as well. I think
you get wings to heaven.
We've got F1 Widow, evening all, evening F1 Widow. We've got Bob Spun, good luck Aston boys. Let's have a look how the Aston boys are doing. So Lanzi is doing quite well in 5th and Lost Glade in 9th. So yeah, not too bad from the Aston Martins there. And we've got Smith, evening everyone. Evening Smith.
I'm trying to see who is on a lap. They all seem to be starting on a lap.
Yeah, I think Brian in the Red Bull.
Yeah. I wonder who's getting the Max Verstappen treatment and who's getting the Sergio Perez treatment.
He's invalidated that.
Yeah, he has invalidated on the final corner. I know what that's like. So he's gonna if he has enough fuel, he's gonna go around again, recharge, and then do another lap, or he's gonna have to pit. And if the yellow flags weren't showing, I would see how long's left, see if he had enough time to pit or not.
We've got we've got a brand new driver. I don't know if he's reserve or a full-time driver. I believe he's a full-time driver. In the Haas team, Black Mamba 17. He's out on an out lap in his Haas.
I do think he is a permanent driver.
Yeah, a new permanent driver there for Haas.
You're an admin, you should know this. Don't admins know everything?
Well, I tell you what, he's put a cracking time in. He's gone 4th quickest.
21.2, that's very impressive. That's 5/10 off learner driver on pole, which is very impressive because normally it's about 1 second from learner driver to second place.
Oh, Al's gone incredibly wide there and invalidate. I think he's on an out lap. Not saying he's on an out lap. but he has invalidated. And Mercedes, they're not showing the pace at the moment, and in 17th and 18th. I wonder if McLaren have given. They got the wrong engines. I'm sure they probably got the McLaren engine in them and not the Mercedes spec engine.
I think I think the engine was fine, to be honest. I don't think there's anything wrong with the McLaren engine.
And yeah, Bob in chat has made a very valid point, and it's one that I was making all last season, and we were hoping that, well, I suppose, yeah, Renault Clios are quite good for learner drivers. So, but we are missing the L plates. If we can have the L plates, please put on the Renault Clio. That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
You're gonna call it the Renault Clio all race?
I can say this because I'm not in the same league as Colin, so the chances of Colin coming up from taking me out is incredibly unlikely.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. I've been watching Spinala as he's invalidated on the penultimate corner. Well, what I was going to say is, you can say whatever you want about them, they are the fastest French team in F1.
That's true. And they've got some rich people that are investing in them.
Mostly athletes, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a golfer as well, McElroy. We've got the boxer who's not very good. I love Anthony Joshua, but I don't think he's quite up there with Fury. And, they've got quite a few owners buying into that team, so obviously between them they can't afford the L plates to go on the drivers Renault Clio.
And with the money that Luke has got from all this commentary, I'm sure he's invested into some into the Alpine as well.
Yeah, it is Luke's 18th birthday, so prepare to see some drink driving. I'm sure he hasn't had any pops today yet for his 18th. But it means he can actually go and order now in a bar. So if you want to get the round in, Luke, we could all do with a drink in the comms booth. Thanks, mate.
All the cars are starting to set their final lap now. Learner drives on a 20.4. Davies just done a 21.8. They're all crossing the line now. Zen's done a 21.3. Liam's crossed the line now, got third fastest at 20.9. Be quiet. Who's next is Higgsy. He's going to cross the line as he stays 13th fastest. It's his teammate who's invalidated. So neither Red Bull driver will go on to improve. Giraffe is crossing the line now. He doesn't improve either, and I think that is it for qualifying. Black Mamba, Lansley and Sminotla, they all retired, and everyone else is into the pit.
A bad start there for Mercedes. Both seeing them down in 17th and 18th is a bit of a shock, and also Higgsy as well. I think Higgsy Higgsy, Entity and Stubby, I think they'll be kicking themselves. I think with them times, I think they were probably expecting to be a little bit higher up the grid. As expected, obviously, learner driver Colin on pole. Alongside on the front row is the beautiful Alfa Romeo, ahead of any McLaren out there.
Yep, the driver on pole, Volcano second and Liam third. You got Steve-O fourth, Black Mamba fifth, KFC sixth, Lansley on his debut, I believe, in seventh, Giraffe eighth, Davey ninth, Luke 10th, Stubby 11th, Entity 12th, Higgsy 13th, Glader 14th, Manala 15th, Quinn 16th, Jeffish 17th, and Al at the back. Although the gap, I don't think Al has set a proper lap time, because if you look at the gap between him and Jeffish.
Yeah, Al's time, I think that was pretty much the time I set yesterday, so whether it's a case of he put a banker lap in, but then it's so easy to invalidate your lap time here.
Yeah.
And I think, like yesterday, that could play a big part in results, because the track limits here are a bit of a pain, as you would know.
Yeah. Yes, I do know. But
it's easy done around here. It is so easy done. Although I don't think I got one warning, but it is easy done.
One more thing and you're out of this party, and you are pushing your luck. Well, there appears to be no rain in Qatar, so it's going to be a dry race.
I can pretty much safely say that I'm not expecting any rain in Qatar. And I would also like to say as well that this season the trivia might sound a little bit different coming from Kieran, as he has to be doing stuff and learning stuff for his GCSEs. So he might be reciting some learner practice papers instead of actual trivia.
Well, let's hope there's no safety cars then, eh?
Let's have a look at the tyres. Because I think this is going to be an interesting one. I think we've got a good splash of different tactics there, and we've got two on the softs, Giraffe and Entity, both the Williams on softs. That's definitely going to be a two-stopper. Possibly soft, mediums.
Yeah. I can't imagine doing a soft, medium, hard. That feels like the slowest strategy ever.
Yeah. Although, learner driver is at the top runners, to the top 5 is the only one that's on hards. So that looks like a one-stop. I would imagine that would be hard mediums. Volcano, Liam, Steve-O and Black Mamba, they're all on mediums. So could be either way. They could go medium softs or medium hards. Depending as well on safety cars. We only had one yesterday, and that was a late safety car. I don't think safety cars are a bit of an issue around here. I don't.
Can save fuel.
There's you've got quite a bit of a runoff, haven't you? So it's not like your kind of Monaco where if you make a mistake, you're out the race and a safety car comes out. So I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. But most people seem to be starting on hards. But it'd be interesting to see, because Giraffe and Entity are really going to have to fly.
Yeah, I started on the hards yesterday, and I I was still pretty much fighting in the lead. But now we have the fiber lights. Okay, let's go. We'll see who has the better start then as they all go across the line. Or go from the line. So Volcano's going down the inside. I have learner driver. Liam is looking for an overtake as well. And Volcano seems to be holding on. As Liam was looking for an overtake there. They're all getting very close. There's a Hassan and Aston Martin off at the back. That was Quinn and Glader.
Yeah, there's a bit of bunching, proper wheel to wheel. And I've just seen some debris fly about then on the corner.
Hats off. That's Black Mamba. He has gone off the track. And the debris you said might have come from him. I'm currently watching the front three while when the camera doesn't pan you can see all the cars at the back. We have yellow flags. Glader is out of the race. We have a early safety car. Lap 1.
I mean, I did say, you know, that the proper drivers drive on the Tuesday, and the amateurs on the Wednesday, and it's taken lap 1 to bring out the safety car.
Well,
what a start! What a start from Volcano. Absolutely fantastic driver, proper professional, an absolutely beautiful car. Can't say anything bad about that man. Volcano, along with his teammate Davey, absolutely cracking blokes. Fantastic team, love them to bits.
I mean, he did start on medium, so that's probably why he got a better start than lone driver. I don't think it's really all that he says is. Draft and Spinotla are into the pits as Draft getting his front wing changed, so the debris might have come from him as Spinotla is onto the mediums. Draft is also on the mediums.
Definitely not what Draft wanted. I think he was probably maybe banking on an early safety car, but
not
the
that
safety
early.
car on lap 1 is too early. So, I mean, obviously he's got them softs he can go back out onto if need be towards the end. But yeah, he's going to have to make another pit stop because there's no way. I don't think you're going to get mediums 27 laps.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna go onto the hards around lap maybe 16, 15.
Well, yeah, I mean, yesterday we saw drivers actually pitting with hards before the medium runners. I think that's how bad the hards were when you've got medium runners actually going a longer stint than the hard runners. So yeah, it's interesting, but not the start that Giraffe would have wanted on them softs. Yeah, so obviously they must have been having a chat, Entity and Giraffe, about tactics and what the strategy is going to be. Maybe a bit of a backfire at the moment, but it'd be interesting to see now because Entity obviously is still on that strategy.
Sinala has gone back into the pits, and he's gone to hards. Does he think that he can take them to the end, or did he just?
I did 14 laps on hards yesterday, and they were shot. That seems a bit of a strange one. That one. I don't think hards are the tyre. The medium's definitely the better tyre. I think if you're going to make a two-stopper, I think you're going to go probably medium softs. But it'd be interesting to see. I think he's probably hoping maybe drag them hards out as long as he can and then go on to softs towards the end.
Maybe.
One with the safety car.
I think if you're going to get safety cars on lap 1.
Yeah, it would have changed some people's strategies. Let's have a look what the position changes. Obviously, Volcano moved up ahead of Colin. Oh, and safety car is in this lap.
Yeah, before safety car does come in, so say Mercedes, both of them have made up 4 positions. They're up to 13th and 14th now.
And what it does do, though, the safety car, it does mean that some drivers probably will not pick up track limits just yet. But we see Volcano, and this is the way it should be with an Alfa Romeo out in front.
Don't get used to it, as Volcano is
I don't see it that. I don't get to see that from the championship when I'm in his.
Volcano is off now. He's trying to break the toe from learner driver. He's slightly ahead, not by a lot. As he heads to turn 1 and now to turn 2. As learner driver is all over him, and he might be looking down the inside. As he is going to go down the inside, doesn't get the overtake done. I tried an overtake here yesterday, and it resulted in a spin. As I think Volcano just had a moment there, as he's jumped down 2 places. As Liam's now looking around the outside, and that's how it should be. The McLaren is up ahead of the Alfa Romeo. He's up into 2nd place. He's now going to be trying to get past learner driver, or try to keep up with learner driver. It's quite difficult to make an overtake on him.
Well, the only reason McLaren ahead of Alfa Romeo is because Alfa Romeo driver made a mistake. Just like yesterday, I would have been ahead of you if I hadn't have made that fucking mistake that I'm still kicking myself about now.
Yep, oh, and I forgot to say, Liam has said in the McLaren chat that he has gone for a like a Halloween helmet. It's like a pumpkin, like orange helmet, as it's obviously scares learner driver, because now Liam is trying to look down the inside as he's trying to get past.
Oh, touching wheels there.
Do not mess with that McLaren. You can mess with the Alfa Romeo. I assume that's what it's meant to be, because it's orange and all that.
You've got Renault Clio 8 in the lead. You've got a pumpkin in 2nd, and you've got the beautiful Alfa Romeo in 3rd.
The mediocre looking fake Ferrari in 3rd place. He's 6/10 behind Liam. There's more takes going on at the back as Stubby and Jeffish. Look like Jeffish was trying to switch it back, but it has not worked.
Obviously wings as well round here. Although it's a fast flowing circuit, wing is quite high. I tell you what, there's got to be some warnings already. There's a lot of cars seem to be going out wide, whether they're crossing the line or not, but I don't think it's going to be that long before we start seeing our first penalties.
Yeah, what you're saying now, Black Mamba has got past Entity, and he's going to look to try and make some overtakes after that poor start. Jeffish and Stubby again side by side as Dare Quinn's he was looking to try and get past Jeffish, but couldn't get the move done.
DRS should be enabled at the end of this lap.
I think so, is enabled.
Yeah, because it was a safety car, wasn't it? You have 2 laps after the safety car, don't you? So this is the second lap after the safety car.
Yeah, so we'll see overtakes. A lot more overtakes next lap then.
And I hope next season that they enable DRS straight away and not. And there's the first 3-second time penalty. We said it was coming, and it's Black Mamba, not probably the race he was hoping for.
He's lap 6 for penalty, and DRS is enabled this lap as all the cars seem to have it open now. So I don't know what you're talking about. You know, Gallicus lives looking down the inside of learner driver, not able to make the move. Stick Lansley has got past Stevo and is up into 4th place.
I'll tell you what I was looking at though, learner driver there on that straight did use a lot of VRS to keep ahead of Liam. Liam's on 62% and learner driver is up to 40% now, but he has
some damage going on in the back. Entity just been spun. There, I've seen some debris. Quinn has no wing.
Quinn on his birthday and Entity spins. I mean, that's something you didn't think you were going to be saying today.
You said it was Quinn's birthday.
It's Quinn. No, it's sorry, not yes.
Luke's birthday.
It's Luke's birthday. Who's in 7th? Quinn's brother
has took wing damage, which is
Quinn is taking wing damage.
Good birthday present, I imagine. Seeing your brother lose his front wing.
And
great birthday gift.
An Entity spinning, that's something that you hardly ever say in a race.
That is very rare.
Oscar said, can you show us the tyres?
Yeah, I've already done that. Volcano's into a pit, Lansley's into the pit, and look, I don't know if you saw that, he got very close to the back of the Alfa Romeo.
Again, 2 safety cars on lap 7.
Debo's into the pit. Black Mamba's into the pit.
So unsafe releases there.
Yeah, there's so much drivers going to the pit, it's hard to see. Both Mercedes have went to the pits. Algar had to wait for his teammate to do his pit stop. Entity and Quinn getting his front wing replaced, and everyone's gone on to hards except for Stevo and Quinn.
Do you know what? I think they're probably looking at that 21 laps. They're probably thinking they can make the hards last now to the end of the race, but I tell you what, it's kind of but seeing the degradation yesterday, I don't think they'd last that long. I think they're really going to be really on the edge and sliding all over the place, so we could see a bit of an interesting end to the race.
I think when I pitted from the hards on lap 15, my tyres were up to around 70%.
I think mine were a little bit less than that. It was about, but it was quite high. I just think that the medium tyre is the better tyre around here. But we shall see. Stevo and Quinn are on the mediums. Of course, this has helped Giraffe. Who obviously had to go into the pits on lap 1, but now he's managed to get up all the way up to 7th. With obviously cars going into the pits. Luke, on his birthday, he's got up to 4th, and I think he'll be hoping that he can get ahead of Liam, so he can get a podium. So it'll be Lerner, Davey, and Luke. No comment there. I was waiting for the comeback there of McLaren dropping out of the podium positions.
Keep dreaming. Keep dreaming.
I'll tell you what, you could see an Alpha podium lockout, you know. Maybe a 2-3.
I wouldn't get your hopes. I mean...
Davey and Volcano got pace. Volcano has shown a lot of pace early on. I mean, he was second quickest in qualifying, so he has gone into the pits. He is the lead car of that group of cars that went into the pits. So you've got Volcano, Lanzi, Stebo, Black Mamba, Jetfish, Al, Entity and Quinn. They've all pitted. And I tell you what, from 9th upwards, they've still going to do pit stops. I think they'll try and push them hards and then go on to mediums. It's probably a bit too early to get off the hards and onto the mediums. So I tell you what, it's open. It's anything can happen, and the safety car is in this lap.
So, yep, there's no Alpha Male to lead them away this time. So I hope you didn't get used to it in organic.
We've got a Renault Clio.
And learner driver has now gone.
Yeah, I think he caught Liam napping a bit there. He's got a bit of he's already pulled out 0.7 of a second. So he did get a good, went earlier than I think Liam was expecting.
Yep, don't worry Liam, I know you can get back into this. Volcano has overtook Sminosla before turn 1.
Quinn has got past Entity. So I'm sure somebody said something about Wonderful Williams. I think it's more of a wonder that Williams make it to the end of the race. I call it the Wonder Williams.
The wonder where the Williams are.
We'll know where they are in the pit lane broken down. There's one of the Aston Martins taking a bit of a wide
new track limits.
I think he was off there to do some shopping, I think.
Just track extending. Trying to see how far I can go.
That Renault Clio with learner driver is absolutely steaming ahead, but it's good to see Davey in second place in the beautiful Alfa Romeo. DRS hasn't been enabled yet.
That's going to be enabled next lap as Liam is going to go down the inside of Davey.
Do you think, because obviously here you're going to have different wing setups, I think, from different drivers. You can have some that are going to have slightly lower wing to make advantage of that long straight. But I think you're going to have some that have got more wing and be quicker through the bendy parts.
I think Liam has lower wings because he seems to be quite fast through the straights.
I'll tell you what, you suffered as well from the safety car restart, Simotla in the wannabe Red Bull. That he seems to be struggling now. He's dropped down quite a few places, down to 13th. So I don't know, them tyres. Volcano up to 8th now.
Yep, he's side by side. He's got track limits. Give him a penalty for that. I feel like that's deserves a penalty. To be honest, Steve-O's now looking around the outside. I think they've banged wheels there.
I tell you what, did you leave the track to take advantage?
I think
possibility?
Volcano should give the position back to Stubby.
No, I think I was definitely wrong there. But
I mean, if he did leave the track and get an advantage, that should be a penalty then. As Jeffish is now looking down inside of Stubby, he's losing a lot of positions. It's been a terrible cut of corners for him.
And yeah, I mean, Colin now is 3.1 seconds ahead now of Liam. I think Liam and Davey and Luke definitely as well. We've got 4 cars
also things happened at the back. Sminola's been spun around, and Entity and Black Mamba they've been caught up in there.
Yeah, the Haas has taken damage, and it's a wonder that the Williams is going to get to the end of the race. It's a wonder if they've got enough parts. Entity will now obviously get another wing, so it's not the race Entity wanted. Definitely not the race. Black Mamba, welcome to RPM, mate. On your debut, would have wanted an Entity. Now he's got a 3-second. I mean, yeah, you can see it. He's got no wings, so obviously going around some of them corners has made that car so hard to handle, and he's kind of wide.
Just seen Jeffish go down the inside of Lansley. Lansley's had a moment there, but he's managed to keep it on track. Jeffish is up into P10, and I'll tell you, Gary, I think at the end of the season, we're gonna have to check on Draft's back, because his back is gonna be aching from carrying the entire Williams team.
Yeah, it does show Giraffe's strength. I mean, I didn't think Giraffes were that strong, but obviously they must be carrying the whole of the team. Stebo has managed to get past Jetfish.
It was side by side, they banged wheels, and I've seen Jetfish make a lot of dives down the inside this race, mostly into turn 1.
I think that's one of the big overtaking places round here. I think it's quite hard in sections round here to pass, but definitely turn 1 is one of the big overtaking places, and obviously DRS on the start-finish straight.
Yeah, there is a large DRS train.
Yeah.
See some overtakes going on. Quinn and Stubby towards the back there, as Quinn got past Black Mamba, has took a 3-second time penalty, and Giraffe has gone past KFC. Brian. I say KFC because I personally love KFC. Steve-O, you love to see it. Steve-O's gone down the inside of Volcano. He's lost the position there. Volcano's looking down the inside of Steve-O. He's pushed the car off the track. That should be a penalty. Pushing a car off the track. That is disgusting from the fake Ferrari. And track limits there from the fake Ferrari.
There's no love lost there. I think Volcano got pushed out on the second corner there.
I think he did track limits, to be honest. And so that should be
no penalties. But that's definitely set back Volcano, because I think he was making pretty good headway.
Jeff Fisher took a penalty. I saw that he went very wide. Liam's into the pits. He's gonna take them mediums off.
And I think he's gonna. I think the pace now from Liam on them hards is gonna be slower.
It's gonna go for the undercut, I reckon, because I feel like everyone else will.
Look at that. We got a Renault Clio 1-2. Luke, the birthday boy, has got past the beautiful Alfa Romeo, and the Renault powered machines are 1-2. Been a long time since anyone said that.
It's very, very sorry, guys. Black Ambers took the fastest lap, currently 18 seconds behind Julian.
But obviously we've got the top 6 still need to pit. Giraffe out of the top 6 is the only one on mediums, which means when Giraffe goes into the pits, he's going to go onto the hards, and everyone else around him are going to be on the better medium tyres. So that will probably hurt Giraffe. It's Volcano now back on the march, and the beautiful Alfa Romeo getting up to 9th, and he's having a look now at Lansley's Aston Martin on the inside. No, it just wasn't quite close enough, and pulls out of it.
Yeah, Jeff Fish, when he got overtook by Al, that allowed his teammates to get past. As Al has just took a 3-second time penalty. Both Mercedes now have time penalties, so it's not really being Mercedes. It's not been their day.
And Black Mamba, I think he's shown he has got pace. Stubby now. He's got a 3-second time penalty. But as I say, Black Mamba on the mediums. Was a bit of a mistake from Volcano there. And that's dropped him back down the track. But it's so tight. The cars are all so close together. It's brilliant racing, so exciting.
I think that was the worst mistake from Al as well, because he's dropped down to 13. And Volcano's battling with Stubby there, as Al has gone off the track. Davy's into the pits now.
Davy's gone into the pits. Yeah, he'll be going on to the mediums. Be such a long pit lane. I know I went through it quite a few times. I went through it without stopping because I was that impressed with the pit lane.
We've got a virtual safety car. I believe that was Entity there, who has spun out the exit of that corner.
You didn't say. Now he's got no wing. He obviously does not like the wing of that Williams.
I wonder where the wing's gone.
Yeah, he's I mean, you didn't think you'd be saying. I think it was pretty close going on. A bit of wall driving then.
And well, he has retired in the pit lane.
He's just retired in the pit lane.
Most interesting pit lane retirement I've ever seen, I have to say.
That looked a bit naughty, but I think that was probably more out of frustration. I think we did say it's a wonder if the Williams would finish.
Well,
it's I think that's out of frustration. I think he just spun, and I mean it's lap 18 and he'd lost quite a few wings. I just think there was pure frustration there, and it hasn't obviously caused any problems. But I tell you what, who's actually done so quiet all race, and we have hardly mentioned him during the race, and that's Higgsy. Higgsy's, who had a poor qualifying, he's on 17 lap hards, and he's managed to get all the way up to third, so that's kept himself out of trouble and just been quietly going about his business. And he will also know that Luke and Colin have got to go into pits. Brian, so Red Bull at the moment looking like getting some real good points along with the Renault Clio team.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw turn one, because KFC was looking down the inside of Giraffe. Giraffe had a moment and almost made contact with KFC, but they avoided it. Learn drivers into the pits, so is KFC, Brian.
Yeah, they'll go on to the... Oh no, Colin has gone on to
Gone to soft.
Softs? 10 laps on softs? Is it possible?
I don't know. I don't know.
We'll see. Could be.
KFC doesn't think so because he's gone on to mediums. Stubby's also gone on to mediums. So learner drivers going for a gamble here.
He's gone for
You'll love to see
gamble.
it.
And Bob's saying in the chat, weird how a safety car restart can affect people's pace. Definitely, it definitely affected my pace yesterday. Going for the pit lane, dead slow, yeah. But yeah, it's strange how the safety car comes out and on the restart, some people just seem to be able to just fly and others just seem to struggle. I don't know if it's tyre temperatures or what, but or speeding under the pit, speeding under the safety car. On different menus.
Who knows? Jeff Fish and Quinn have just been having a great battle. As Quinn is now into the pits, so is Luke and Giraffe, who is did Giraffe pick last one or something? Cause
he did, yes, because he had to go into the pits. So yep,
Luke is following in learner driver's footsteps. He's gone on to soft. Giraffe is also onto soft. They're going on to soft. All of them. Quinn isn't. He's going on to the mediums. Landley's getting his front wing replaced. He's took damage somewhere, as he is onto the softs.
I think that's what Higgs is going to be looking at. Obviously, with pit stops going on now, Higgs is now in the lead. But I'd imagine he'd be taking them hards possibly in this lap, going on to softs. 8 laps on soft. I think he's going to have better tyres. And learn to drive a 3-second time penalty. Now that's something you do not say very often.
Yeah, he's watching him now. He's battling very hard with Liam, who is on the hards. This is, well, when the other people do pit. This will be
into the pits.
Yeah. I think both of them, I don't know if I just saw one, but it looks like both of them were gonna go slow to try and let the other pass so they could get DRS.
Yes,
Bevo's onto softs.
Yeah, that's the thing. You only got one DRS zone here, and it's so powerful on that long straight. But that battling with learner driver and Liam, this is going to play into Higgs's Volcano's hand. And we've got to say as well, Jetfish, who started on the back row, also done a Higgsy, and has, with pit stops and stuff like that, has managed to work his way onto a podium spot.
Yeah, do you think he can go to the end, the final 9 laps on their pods, or?
Ooh, they're going to be. Obviously, we haven't got telemetry yet, so it's hard to tell. But I think them hards will be. Yeah, they'll be holding on for dear life. I don't think they'll be the best come the end, and he wants to be careful. As Higgs is now into the pits, and I think we will see Higgsy go on to the softs. I think Higgsy's got this bang on because he's going to have a couple of tyres fresher than learner driver. But I tell you what, if Jetfish is thinking, can he get to the end? His Volcano also there thinking now out in the lead. 14 laps. I mean, when I got to lap 15 on my hards, they were gone. So, yeah, Volcano's in the same situation as Jetfish. And I think if Jetfish pits, you could possibly see Volcano pit, but as Lansley out in the Aston Martin, that's very rare. You say an Aston Martin's got the fastest lap.
Yeah, although there was a time seasons ago where there was a Aston Martin driver called RPM Jones. He was the fastest there ever was.
He was the fastest one into the wall.
As
or the back of my car.
How's the back of your car feeling now? There's no Jones.
Well, there may be no Jones, but there is a certain Kieran, and I've had Kieran ram me up the rear as well.
Well, don't worry, I haven't lapped you yet. Maybe next race, I might think of lapping you. Learner driver he's got DRS.
DRS has got past Jetfish, and obviously Learner driver on them fresher softs. It's going to be hard for Volcano to keep Colin behind him. Stubby has moved up to 8th, but obviously I think he's got about 6 seconds worth of penalties, so I don't think Brian's going to be too concerned with that.
Yeah, and he has his teammate behind who's going to be on fresher soft.
I tell you what, I think Liam is on fresher hard tyres as well than Jetfish, so I think if Liam can put Jetfish under a bit of pressure, so if they haven't pitted now, I don't think they will pit. I think they'll try and get them hards to the end, but Volcano is really going to struggle to keep Colin, because Colin now will get DRS and it will open it and he will go back into the lead, and KFC, Brian's got a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, and while he does that, the other driver is back into the lead of the race. Luke has got past Spinola. Now Spinola might lose position to his teammate, and Higgsy has got past KFC. I was just watching as KFC. He weren't letting Higgsy pass. He was Higgsy had to overtake him with the DRS, as Higgsy is now up into 8th place, round the outside of Spinola. Now, Spinola's going to fight back. He's going down the inside, but Higgsy has managed to hold onto that.
Yeah, I don't think St Motler's going to be able to hold Brian off neither, because St Motler's on 22 lap hard, so it's possible if St Motler's taken the hards to 22 laps, Volcano and Jetfish will be able to do it, but obviously at the moment I think St Motler's going to find it hard to keep KFC and Giraffe and Stebo.
Oh, well, don't have to worry about Giraffe, because Giraffe has just spun out the exit of the same corner where Entity spun, so that is not Williams' corner.
It's not Williams' race at all, and they are going to be missing the talents of Learner Driver. For some reason he wanted to downsize to a Renault Clio.
Yeah, and watching with the Higgsy, Luke and Stubby battle, they almost went 3 wide into turn 1, but Higgsy is going around the outside of Luke and is up into 7th place. He'll now try to go after Stubby in 6th, he already has penalties, so technically he's already in 6th place.
Indeed. And I'll tell you what, one thing that you're going to like, Liam is really catching Jetfish now. I think obviously them Mercedes tyres, 17 laps, they're hurting, and Liam's on 10 lap old hards. So Liam, he's definitely on the better strategy, and I think he is going to put. He
just took a 3-second time penalty.
And that's one thing you didn't think you were going to be saying, a McLaren driver picking up a penalty.
Oh, right. Jeff Fish already has a penalty.
Now he's got to
pick up a penalty. Higsy has got past Stubby, and he is definitely now into 6th place.
Yeah, I think
he's going to be going after Davey now.
Going after Davey. Yeah, Higgsy on them softs on a bit of a charge. Volcano 3.7 seconds off Learner driver. But Jetfish now, I mean, this battle is going to help Volcano, because Jetfish has got a McLaren all over the back of him, and they've both got penalties. I'm just going to see what. They've both got 3-second penalties, so Liam will need to get past him to take the position.
Yeah, he's very close. I imagine he's going to overtake him on this straight.
And he'll want to then try and break the DRS, because if he doesn't break the DRS, Jetfish is going to come straight back at him on lap 28.
And now, Liam will be chasing after Volcano. Higsy has got past Davey, and Luke has got past Stubby. All overtakes going on at turn 1.
Higsy on them softs. Definitely a real quick tie around here, the softs, and Higsy taking full advantage of it. He's done a good job. He had a poor qualifying, but I think he's got his race strategy pretty much bang on, and he's moved himself up into 5th, and he'll be thinking, has he got enough laps to maybe get him within 3 seconds of Jetfish?
Maybe. Liam has now got DRS off Volcano, and he isn't giving Jetfish any DRS, so he's going to close quite a lot on this straight.
Jetfish has dropped off quite a lot from Liam, and I think that is because Liam obviously is on the fresher tyres. So is Volcano going to be able to hold him off? Oh, and Davies picked up a 3-second time penalty.
That's going to hurt him, because
Luke's right behind him. I'll drop him down to 7th. Luke up to 6th. As it stands.
8th?
No, because Stubby's got 6 seconds.
Oh yeah, Brian as well.
So, yeah. It's only Volcano and Higsy. We've got
yellow flags. That is Quinn, who has spun round at turn 4. In
the Haas. Yeah, it's not been the race Quinn would have wanted. I think that's an extra birthday present for Luke. I think Luke will be quite pleased with 7th. I think as things stand. Because he'll look at the drivers ahead of him, and they are quick drivers ahead of him, and I think he'll be pleased with that. But the wife would like a Renault Clio back to do some shopping.
Yeah, and Liam is now up into second place. He has to now pull 3 seconds ahead of the Alpha Male. And looking at the difference in tyres, it's definitely possible. Some overtaking going on the back as Al has got past Minopla up into P10.
I'll tell you what, we had an Alfa Romeo on podium yesterday. We're definitely on for another podium finish today. So 2 races and 2 podiums for the beautiful
mediocre.
Oh, the McLaren in second place, the pumpkin.
I mean, looking at Volcano, it looks like he's got the same helmet as well.
I tell you what, Volcano, I don't think he's going to be too upset with Liam being ahead of him. All Volcano's got to do is just staying within 3 seconds. Because obviously the penalties
he seems to be doing.
Yep.
We will go to learn the driver now. He's weaving across the line to win the Qatar Grand Prix. Liam is going to cross the line. He crosses it in second, but due to penalties, he will be third as Volcano takes second. Jeffish is fourth, and Higgsy was just outside the 3 seconds, 2/10. Davey is sixth, Luke seventh, KFC eighth, Stubby ninth. Al is going to cross the line 10th, but he has penalties, so he will not. As Spinola and Black Mamba cross the line, is side by side as they cross the line. It's Lansley
penalties
11th, Al 12th, Quinn 13th, Black Mamba 14th, Steve crosses the line 15th, and
in 16th.
Yeah.
So terrible race for the Williams. Yeah, wonder if they've got any parts left, Williams. Learner driver, we know he can fly. And getting his shopping trolley round the track the quickest. Yeah, total respect.
Well, get used to seeing now Renault on the top step of the podium, because you're going to see a lot of learner driver. Get used to that McLaren on the podium as well. And
we were already used to the Alfa Romeo on the podium.
The Alfa Romeo, that may be a one-off or something. Yes, draft was 16th, Entity and Las Vegas did not finish. So, in organic, do you enjoy that race?
Yep, I mean, we called it at the start that penalties were going to play a big part in the final order, and that's how it happened. Yep, we've got a shopping trolley in first place, beautiful Alfa Romeo in second. So that's 2 races now this week where the Alfa Romeo's finished in the podium. I mean, I'm quite lucky in the Alfa Romeo team because I'm being carried by everyone else. But yeah, that was, and I tell you what, I think it's going to be like that all season. I think condensing and making it into the 2 leagues is better. If we can keep on getting full grids, it's going to be so exciting.
Yep, definitely. So that has been it for Premier Division Round 1. I hope you have enjoyed it. Next week is going to be Monza, and that will be Luke and maybe someone else comes with him. Possibly
Booty for his commentary debut alongside Luke. That could be, I believe that's the new team for the championship, Luke and Booty. And you know the drill by now. If you love what you've seen and heard, please tell your friends, leave a like, share, Yep, and put it in the local newspaper, whatever. Advertise us, and I will say my goodbyes now, and I'll let Kieran have the final word. So, looking forward to next week. Looking forward to the rest of the season. It's going to be very good. And as you can tell, me and Kieran have had a lot of fun in the commentary booth. So, yep, hope to see you all next week. From me, it's bye-bye.
Yeah, and this time next week will be, as I said, it's going to be Monza, where it will be me and going to assume you're going to be on comms next week as well.
Yeah, I'll be on comms next week. Yep.
Yeah,
and if I've beat you, then yeah, you'll probably know about it next week as well.
And if he does beat me next week, then I will be doing comms on my own. So I hope you have all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.